Hey Sagittarius, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation second half July. I wanted to say thank you for the 1.4 thousand views for first half. You guys shoot it out of the park every time. Thanks so much for all your support, my Sagittariuses out there. Today I'm going to be starting with an oracle card, so let's see what we got, Sag. Connect to your heart, Sagittarius. Oh my. You see the two dogs here, the twins. Connect to your heart. What's your heart? It could be self-love. It could be connecting to yourself, learning to love self. It could be connecting to another, learning how to love another. Here's my little book. Let's see what the book says. I don't have these memorized yet, but that's my take on it. A water energy, the lovers. I like it. Let's say 48. $78. The lovers, connect to your heart. This card asks you to connect to the heart space. This is a place of bravery, okay? Yes. Integration, vulnerability, and compassion. This may mean pushing past any fear you may have, and pushing past any fear you may have, okay? Connecting. Opening up to the true connection. Okay, the true connection, the twin connection, the soul connection, the heart connection, divine connection. This may mean finding forgiveness or empathy, softening yourself. The dog teaches us about vulnerability and unconditional love. Absolutely. So, twin flame energy right off the bat. That's all I can say. Right off the bat. Okay, so let's get into it, Sag. Bottom of the deck, Sagittarius. Some burdens happening for you, Sagittarius, it looks like. Burdens in groundedness. Moving forward, burdens and commitment moving forward. Communication is not moving forward with someone. Lifelong partner, somebody you wanted as a lifelong partner is not moving forward. The lovers, damn, double lovers. Okay, this is definitely twin flame connection for some of you out there. Coming right out strong. So let's see what's going on with your partner, Sag. Wow. Okay, yeah, forward movement with the Empress. The divine feminine is upside down. The communication's off between the two of you. So your partner here, you or your partner, I think this probably could be you, is in the reverse. You're not communicating. The abundance in the relationship is sort of spilling out. Somebody wants to rush in for communication, Sagittarius, for reunited, okay? They want to reunite. Somebody wants to rush in. Maybe that's you, Sag. Want to rush into your partner to discuss, reuniting with one another. So let's see what's going on with your partner. Okay. Yeah, rejection, feelings of rejection. You have, your partner has feelings of rejection. And something enlightened them to the element that maybe things here were not equal, on equal playing ground. Maybe there were money issues. Maybe there were issues of reciprocated feelings. Somebody wasn't communicating how they felt. Your partner, though, wants to come out of hiding. They want to come out of non-communication. They no longer feel trapped by this situation or a previous situation. So bottom of the deck, we have communication, but in the reverse. So communication may be an issue there. Somebody isn't going to have nice things to say, perhaps. Or there's gossip, you know. Let's see what your partner has to say, Sag. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you, Sagittarius. That's what your partner's saying to you. Sorry I couldn't do right by you. I'm sorry I made you feel rejected. I'm sorry that my feelings did not seem reciprocated to yours. Let's see what your blocks are. But definitely with these two Lovers cards, no matter how they were appearing to feel to you, they did feel the same. And they had a deep love for you, a deep connection to you that they just were not expressing. For whatever reason, it seems like maybe they didn't want to get caught up in relationship. I'm not sure. But let's see what your blocks are. Your blocks are moving forward. Getting past the loss, the breakup, the shakeup in this relationship. Of course, you could be dealing with Gemini. I have Taurus and Aries. I have Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Libra specific and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Aries energy again. So, Cancer. So basically what we have is, Sagittarius, your block is you want to rush into them and communicate about reuniting. So it looks like to me in this, for twins out there, you guys are going through a separation, okay? You're in separation currently. And you're experiencing a little bit of the dark night of the soul because it is the yearning and need to be in connection, to be in union with that partner. Well, as we all know, the purpose of separation is to bring us closer to ourselves, okay? The purpose of separation is so that we can go on and we can learn those lessons like, why do I feel such a need to be connected to this person? Because their presence validates me. Or I feel relevant in life by being with this person. Or I have trouble being alone. I'm afraid that I'm not relevant and valid and loving and worthy if this person isn't shining a light on me. So those are all things that we have to figure out within ourselves. That's the reason for separation. They're going on their little journey. You're going on your little journey. So right now you're experiencing separation and you're funching at the bit, basically, to talk to this person, to be in their presence, to be in their energy, connection. So let's see what their block is. But, you got to work your little 12-step program in separation. That's the only way you get through it. You got to keep those chakras cleared. You got to do your meditation. You got to dive deep within yourself. And you have to figure out those lessons and those triggers while you're in separation. That's the only way it works, is to work the program. So basically your partner's feeling their block is moving forward. They're unable to move forward with you. Yeah, they're unable to move forward with you during this break, they feel like. They can't. So basically you're mirroring each other. You're yearning, okay? You're yearning for this connection. They are yearning for the connection as well, but they don't feel like they can move forward. You don't feel like you can move forward because of this tower moment that happened. So let's see what's going on with this tower moment. Lacking the courage to step up to the plate and be the committed partner. That was the issue that happened between the two of you. Again, hence the reciprocated feelings. the offer wasn't being made and expressed. And basically they were saying to you, know what, do I mean anything to you or not? Are you going to express how you feel about me? Or are we just going to continue to do this thing that we do and not, define it, not move forward or make plans for the future? Are we going to get married? Are we going to live together? What are we doing? And you were unable to move forward. You were unable to move forward with the communication, or your partner was. And either you or your partner said, enough's enough. I can't be trapped in this limbo with you. I need somebody who can tell me they love me. Okay, I need somebody who can express to me how they feel. And clearly the connection is very, very powerful and deep. So your partner doesn't feel like they can move forward either without you. You don't feel like you can move forward without them. So somebody has to make the move, I guess, right? So let's see how your partner's feeling about you right now, Sagittarius. They want the Ten of Cups with you. They're in a headspace right now, which we all go through in the twin flame world, where, sometimes the connection is so magical, okay, when it's happening. And when you're in separation, you start to doubt the connection, right? And you start to feel like, well, was this really real or not? I mean, was this really real, or did I make this up in my mind? Was this an illusion I was suffering about a soulmate connection? And maybe this person wasn't my soulmate. Maybe they weren't my twin. Maybe, all of us go through that. Trust me. It's natural. It's normal. And the only thing that proves it to you is knowing what you know, feeling what you feel. And, the universe will be dropping stuff in your path on a continual basis. The name of the twin, songs that you both enjoy, synchronicities like the 11 and the 9 and the 10, perhaps even 2s and, series of 1s, things that they liked, you knew they liked would be popping up, in your world, okay? Also, you can feel the transference. You can feel their feelings. You know them without knowing them. And that's another strange aspect of it. So your partner's in a phase right now, or you're in a phase right now, they're feeling about you that they're not sure if it was real or not. They're kind of in that stage. So you're both having sort of a separation issue. So let's see how they're thinking of you right now. How does that? Okay. Transparency is a major problem and issue in this relationship. Your partner right now is making a decision, okay? Your partner right now sort of feels like, in this situation, they walked away from this commitment because they weren't getting what they needed. And what they needed was for you to be transparent with them about how you felt about them. They needed to know that you felt about them just as much as they felt about you, and that wasn't being expressed. They walked away because they needed transparency in relationship. And they they were tired of feeling bound and constrained by this relationship and not having any results. So they decided to make a decision to move forward. Out of sight, out of mind. Making a decision to move forward, but they're unable to move forward without the communication. And they're defensive. There are burdens in being single. And if they make it out of sight, out of mind, they feel like, then they won't have to talk about this. They won't have to deal with it. And so in their mind and in their speech and in whatever, they may be downing their relationship. They may have a lot of negative things to say. But remember, there's a fine line between love and hate. And the more, I don't mean this in a toxic way or anything like that, but the more passion that's behind a relationship, the more anger there's going to be. And the more a person talks about somebody that they say, you know, they should have never been with or whatever, the more they truly love that person. So don't let that fool you. The harder they try, the more they have to hide. So basically, that's where your partner's at. What your partner really wants, and they're holding on to you, is for you to make that offer for solid committed relationship. Bam, boom, bang. Let's see what your partner's next move may be. So they love you. Yes. You love them. Yes. What's the problem? Communication solves a lot of issues, okay? Reaching out solves a lot of problems. This is a twin flame relationship. You're both in the dark night of the soul. You're both mirroring one another in your sadness and loss. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. Maybe that's what they're saying to you, or maybe they're feeling that's what you need to say to them. Nonetheless, a little communication can solve this problem. You both clearly love each other. This is a deep connection. Greed. Somebody was allowing their life to be ruled by their ego and pride. I think that somebody felt like they wanted their freedom. They didn't want to be trapped in relationship. Somebody wanted to be right more than they wanted the love in the relationship. They wanted to be right more than they wanted the other person to be lifted up as well. They do know this is a twin flame relationship, and they feel defeated by this knowledge that they didn't know this beforehand. Now they do, perhaps. They wish they'd have known while they were in the relationship, but they didn't do any kind of thing about it. And so they're focused, unfocused, and confused and hollow without you. Next move, trying to find balance and be positive. They're thinking about the relationship, how they're still intrigued by it. And I think they're going to approach you with the idea that, you know, I think that your person may actually use the words twin flame. I think that they may talk with you about how they feel about you. You're going to get that reciprocation, or they're going to get that reciprocation from you. Next move is going to be conversation about what this connection is. So let's see how they feel about you in the bedroom. Okay, Emperor's here, fantasizing about you, Sagittarius, or vice versa. They want to do away with the duality and confusion and secrets. They're just, you know, they're missing you a great deal. We've got the Hanged Man. In this position was stagnation. Whoops, excuse me. In this position, it is enlightenment. So they've become enlightened about the confusion in the relationship. However, they are fantasizing about you. So, you know, when I think about you, I touch myself kind of thing. They're deep in fantasy and obsession. So this is where you have the divide. You come together, you activate, you're in the bubble love phase, boom, separation happens, and that's when you have your awakening. So now you're in the separation phase, dark night of the soul phase, in the spiritual awakening phase. So that's when your divide happens between runner and chaser. That's how you know, that's a toxic element of the relationship that needs to be done away with, right? You got to continually work on that. That's an everyday effort. But this is where, you know, the nut cutting happens, basically, right? You have your runner, you have your chaser. And I think you might have a runner here a little bit, Sagittarius. And I think your runner is become obsessed. So sometimes the runner can become obsessed, sometimes the chaser can become obsessed. You both go through periods of this sort of relationship and connection in which you both alternate about your obsession. So right now, your runner partner is in obsession with you. So that's why you could be having feelings of anxiety, transference, you can't sleep. You know, it's like nails on a chalkboard. You just like, you know, white knuckling the desk. That is what happens when the transference happens to the other partner. When one partner becomes obsessed, the other partner becomes riddled with anxiety. And it's because of that need for the connection to happen. So your runner partner, Sagittarius, is in an obsession phase with you right now. So you may be feeling feelings of anxiety. Other than that, you know, they're deep and heavy and fantasizing about your relationship, about your physical body, what they would like to do, so on and so forth. So let's see what a final outcome can be for you guys. Opportunity for committed relationship happens when one of you decides to look at the relationship in the idea of reconciliation. Bing, bang, boom. You have it. There it is. You will take the opportunity to look at this, and this could be for same-sex partners too. You will take the idea that you've missed an opportunity, and you will take another look at it, and you will consider reconciliation. There will be commitment in this situation. So let's get some love cards on it and kind of see how we're doing there. I want to get an energy read on the twins. Have faith. Amen. You know, when you're in this stage where you're like, God, did I just make this up in my mind? What is this? I'm so crazy. You're not. You have to have faith in the connection and your intuition and what you're feeling. Okay? No matter what. No matter if your twin's calling you a son of a bitch one day. And you're like, what the fuck? I thought you loved me. You know, you have to have faith in the connection and the path that you're on and follow your intuition and trust what the universe is telling you. Remember, we are divine beings in human 3D bodies. And so we act in the environment that we're in. So until they become awakened and they understand what's happening, there's no telling what they're going to tell you. You can't pay attention to that. You have to pay attention to your own self within your own inner world, your own intuition, your own feelings, your own guides, okay, your own synchronicities, and your own progress on your path. Okay, so have faith. Alignment of mind, body, and spirit is the 3. You're not alone. You're being divinely guided when you see the 3 by your ancestors, spirit guides, whatever. You are being guided. You have support. Have faith. Trust in your faith in this situation. Okay, you are limitless. 4, foundations. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. Yes, because you have been divinely chosen for this path. You chose this path as an ascended being to come here and to live this life in this body. So you are limitless. Trust your path. All right, so let me get an energy read here real quick, and then we'll get an advice card. Discernment. Yeah, discernment of the relationship. A 20 breaking down to a 2. The communication in the relationship is an issue. There's a lot of resentment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. So when I'm saying detachment, when this is saying detachment, this is saying release the expectation. You know, I'm always on here preaching about releasing the expectation, because the expectation creates a pseudo reality in your mind that this is supposed to go this way. And when the reality does not meet that fantasy, the expectation, it's continual disappointment. And you're setting yourself up for something that does not exist. So you have to release the expectation. Discernment phase. Was this real? Was it real? I don't know. Did I make this up in my head? That's the energy that you're in. You're in the doubting phase, and your partner probably is too. But let's see what's going on with your partner. Integration. Okay. That's integration of mind, body, spirit. That's being awakened. That's understanding what your path is, what your core values are, where you're going on this path, and allowing the inner to become aligned so that your outer reflects the inner world. As within, so without, as above, so below. This is talking about balance within yourself. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, every aspect, light and dark, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative, light and dark, to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. There's a lot of solar plexus energy here. You also have a lot of solar plexus energy. So this is sacral. This is regarding communication, resentment and communication. This is regarding resentment within the sacral, love, okay? So, you're both kind of mirroring each other. Your partner is trying to balance their light and dark sides. Again, dark night of the soul, runner. Runner, I think, sometimes has the hardest time understanding how to balance their dark and light side. And so that's currently what your partner is experiencing. So you're on this journey. This is your progress. And hunkering down and doing the program is the only way to get through it. Understanding your truths, learning your truths. So the twin flame journey is not for everyone. It's a very tough journey. It's a self-sacrificing journey. Seeking the light, okay? Seeking the good for mankind. It's not a sexy thing. It's sometimes very heart-wrenching, but if you understand that the ultimate goal is to bring you back to yourself, then you'll do it. If you look at it as a romantic relationship that's just got some problems, then you're not going to make your progress. You've got to look at it in the right way. My purpose in life is joy, high vibration, raising the vibration for mankind, love, unconditional love. Understanding that man can ascend this 3D plane and not get trapped in the karmic wheel, okay? The basis of life is freedom, and the purpose of life is joy. You are free to choose new avenues for joy, and in your joyous growth, you will add to the experience of all that is. So this is about understanding breaking relationship paradigms, number one, okay? Your mission could encompass the fact that it's your job to help people be happy, find their happiness, find their joy, find their sweet spot, okay, about raising their vibration, okay, to raise the frequency. That could be part of your mission. And let's face it, folks, you know, at the end of the day, this twin flame journey, is it about an undeniable connection and a yearning for someone and you just don't quite fit with anybody else? Yes. But that is one small aspect. This twin flame journey is about finding your truth in yourself. It is about meshing the masculine and feminine of yourself together, the light and the dark. This is about a mission for humanity. okay? Ascension, spiritual awakening of the planet, raising the vibration of you and others around you, healing, light work, whatever it is. That is the purpose of the twin. These things are helping you gain tools on your way to that mission. So Sagittarius, that's what I have for you, and I'll see you guys at the beginning of August.